What is sin? Part 6. So God saw Cain and said, Cain, where's your brother? Genesis 4. Cain lied, saying, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Cain lied, and he was not afraid of God. God said, How come I hear your brother's blood screaming in my ears from the dirt? Genesis 4:10. God's perfect creation began fragmenting and degenerating as a result of Adam's sin. Why did this happen? How could this be? We see that through Adam's sin, Satan and his demons entered into this world. Romans 5:12. Satan and his demons gained the title deed to this earth and became the god of this world or mankind. They brought their natures of unbelief, rebellion, lying, fear of man, unforgiveness, resentment, anger, hatred, violence, murder, and bitterness with them. Satan uses these to influence us to become afraid of God. Fear is Satan's #1 tool to destroy our relationship with God. Fear is the opposite of faith. If we are in fear, we are not trusting God. And I might add that where it says in the Bible to have a fear of the Lord, that is not this kind of fear. The fear of the Lord means an awe of Him. So in this study, we name each demon with the attribute its nature represents. For example, fear, anger, hatred, etc. Each demon falls under a ruling demon or principality that forms a part of Satan's hierarchy. Ephesians 6:12, Luke 11:26. Taking this one step further, I want to suggest a radical but essential idea. I suggest that sin is more than just an action or a thought or falling short or missing the mark. As sovereigns of our own free will, when we choose to sin, we open the door for Satan's demons to manifest their nature through us. Wow, that is a scary thought. Consider this carefully. Ephesians 6:12 says that we wrestle against powers and principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. The sins that entered this world with Satan form his powers and principalities. With what do we wrestle? Unbelief, doubt, rebellion, unforgiveness, resentment, anger, hatred, violence, murder, bitterness, rejection, jealousy, envy, and the like. These are the sins that entered into this world with Satan through Adam, and we continue to wrestle with them today. I have chosen to call these sins spirits, entities, or beings, because the Bible uses these words to describe them. These sins are the character and manifestation of Satan and his spirits. Let me explain. Numbers 5:14 says, And the spirit of jealousy came upon him, and he be jealous of his wife. The Hebrew word used for spirit is ruach, Strong's 6307. It is the same word that is used for the Spirit of God. A lying spirit is seen in 1 Kings 22:23. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. A spirit of whoredoms or idolatry is found in Hosea 4:12. My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declareth unto them, for the spirit of whoredoms hath caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their God. Isaiah 61:3 speaks of a spirit of heaviness. Sorry about that. To continue with part 6. Isaiah 61:3 speaks of a spirit of heaviness or depression, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. Acts 16:16 speaks of a spirit of divination. And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with the spirit of divination met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. And if you don't know what soothsaying is, it's gosh, what's the word? You know, the woman with the crystal ball. The Greek word used in the New Testament for spirit is pneuma. Strong's 4151. It is used both in conjunction with defining evil spirits and the Holy Spirit, just as the Old Testament said the same word for both. In Mark 5:8, Jesus commanded an unclean spirit to come out of a man, for he said unto him, Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. Jesus asked the spirit its name, and the spirit's audible answer is recorded in verse 9. It claims the name Legion, for we are many. The word legion was used for a Roman legion of 6,000 men. This man had thousands of demons in him that drove him to insanity. This shows graphically how demons can affect mental health. Mark 9:25 shows Jesus casting out a deaf and dumb spirit. When Jesus saw that the people were running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, Thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him, and enter no more unto him. The boy received the ability to speak and hear. This shows how demons can affect physical health. In Luke 13:11-13, Jesus casts out a spirit of infirmity and heals a crooked back. And behold, there was a woman which had a spirit of infirmity 18 years, and was bowed together, and could in no wise lift up herself. And when Jesus saw her, he called her to him, and said unto her, Woman, thou art loosed from thine infirmity. And he laid his hands on her, and immediately she was made straight, and glorified God. This oppressive spirit actually affected the woman's posture and appearance. In 2 Timothy 1 verse 7 says, For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of sound mind. Fear forms the basis for many mental health problems. Fear is a sin. We will deal with this in greater detail in a later chapter. Fear is another spirit that God did not give us.